knowledge from 1918. Vampyr sometimes takes liberty when establishing possible links between scientific days and supernatural creatures for theatrical purposes. In other words, do not try to cure any diseases with any epilepsy shown in this video game, and no apps will harm due to making of this video game. I did not let you guys know that. No rats were killed. Accident. You had contests at the game news also. Yes, I can tell. Season of horror. Well, playing a new game, or a game I had not played before. Vampyr, or Vamp, or what they want to call this game. I'm gonna call it Vampyr or Vamp. What was these? Anyway, in this game, it involves, I can guess, vampires. In other words, we're playing the vampire. I mean, come on. I mean, we done. What was it? We got aliens, zombies, crazy rednecks, mutants, giant lizards, possible ghosts. I think. Wait, did we find out ghosts for? Oh, and Wendigos as well. So I thought, you know what? Let's go with probably one of the most famous monsters out there. Vampires. And is the game frozen? That's... Yes, select. Well, apparently we have a little problem here. Is this game good to now or something? Okay, let me see if I can wait for that symbol to actually be done. Oh. Oh! Okay, well, never mind, I'm a complete idiot. I thought the game was good to know. Okay, language subtitles. Well, we know what we want. Subtitle size. Yeah, baby. Okay, audio. Oh, I like that music. Okay. So what are we? Are we a wuss? Are we a... Someone capable of knowing what we're doing? Or are we a veteran? Alright. No done do could one point experience, but I get to the sewing experience with little danger. Combat's very easy. There's no reward for fencing. There's more without killing. It assists. Okay. I love how the game basically says, listen, this is the easy one. You just want to experience the story fine, but be aware you're not getting an avid. We don't even recommend you play this. Like, you get nothing for this. Like, you know what? I guarantee there's no trophy for finishing the game on this world, except for your worst. I mean, what are you? A coward? Painter, once the vampire exchange cancer progresses faster, it kills the citizens. Combat difficult is linked to the number of citizens you kill. And from the times where your power is tied to the citizens you kill to the base. Okay, well, you will not be able to continue doing your painting. Okay, so now what you suck we can get. So yeah, we're going with normal because I mean I never played this game before. All that I know is it's 1918, doing nothing. There's a flu, and we're a vampire. Which I gotta say, it's kind of fun. Patient decide, hey, this is gonna be one of the games for plus. You know, a game that involves a plague. You know, I'm noticing a pattern here. The last two games I played involved one a plague being unleashed upon the city. Bad timing, maybe, but fun games, I gotta admit. Hey, all I need to do Bloodborne and that'll be complete.
12 dreams for the Red Queen under crown of stone. 8 voracious beasts born from 8 restless nights. 4 nails piercing the flesh of the sinner. 1 prayer for the summoned, called by this song. 'Tis perhaps the countdown to oblivion for the once proud city of London. 'Tis perchance her inhabitants' last dance alone to face death and pestilence. Confronted by the eerie and unknown, mortals became desperate for answers. A flock's flight makes for an omen, the falling of a star a dire presage. Turning to priests for interpretation when there was no reason to be found. When religion failed, men turned to science. I saw them build such vain cities, crafting machines made for endless war. New questions flourished as old answers withered. What is darkness but lurking sun? What is wall but enslaved stone? What is glass but tortured sand? What is song but a call to arms? What is hate but jilted love? What is life but death pending?
Very much. That pretty much sums it up, I think.
Since the apple was plucked from the sacred tree, mortality was believed to be God's punishment. A righteous snare to keep mankind from ascending to the stars. They were all so wrong. Death is not a wicked thing, nor some holy retribution. A true punishment would be to never know its sweet kiss. Awaken from the harshness and be born once more.
Now, I have heard that you're gonna be very weak in the game. I think you suck blood out of people. The problem is you suck the blood out of too many people, the town you're gonna live and die, and it's gonna be making the whole game a lot harder. But basically what I'm saying is, don't go around killing people for no reason, but at the same time, you're gonna have to kill a few people if you want to survive. Don't mind me, ma'am. I'm gonna assume this is my wife. I'm gonna need something. Oh wait, no, mine. My sister.
Mary! Oh, no! Mary! Hold on! Please, hold on! Oh, God. This horror. It's a nightmare. No! Please, a moment, let me explain!
Yeah, let me explain. I did not kill. Hey! It wasn't my fault.
These patrols are after me. No, no, don't shoot! This is a nightmare. I need to get out of here. This can't be happening. Over there! No, please,
Ow.
stop! I mean you no harm. What's going on?
Hey, listen, I've been thinking.
Oh, Mary. What have I done? What's all this about? Shit, where'd it go? Now, I can defend myself.
Yeah, now I can say, oh, you want to say something around? I can kill you now.
Who are you? Stay back! Sorry, but you left me no choice.
And yeah, we got a sound system, so I'm messing Dark Souls just with vampires, and oh my god, I didn't know why I'm constantly saving Dark Souls all the time.
Who are you? Stupid beast! Let's see how it likes a bit of fire! Sorry.
Yeah, I'm so sorry.
Stupid beast! No, please, stop! I'll take its head! Who are you? There's one of them vermin!
We got a vermin.
What do you want? What is wrong with you?
No, I'm just an innocent man, just killing people.
I mean you no harm. I need help. Die, you fucking leech!
Who you gonna lead?
Please, listen to me. I can't make any sense of this. Shut up, beast! Who are you? What is this all about? What in God's name? I'll do the rest of the job. Just leave me.
My hands! The sun.
The sun. It feels like it's burning me to the bone. I need to find somewhere to hide. Over there! Right now! One of them. Let me go! I need to find shelter. I cannot enter.
Oh, because I'm having you.
Is anybody there?
Listen, I'm living here now.
What is this place?
This is my new home. If anyone does live here,
Seems abandoned.
I'm gonna be your new roommate now.
Enough here.
Okay, probably starting from some sort of manual guide. Fire and sun. Lanterns do not feel, at least they do not feel the sun or fire. They do not burst into flames or ashes when they are caught under the waves of daylight, but it hurts them good. Way good. I had personally chained a vampire to a tree and see what would happen when the sun rises. Its skin blackened in a few minutes. It was burned from the inside out. Its eyes and flesh melted as it saw its unholy bones move and squirm at the beast, tried to escape all day long. In the end, a distant council corpse remained, which that story would end when the sun disappeared beyond the horizon. I couldn't heal and find distorted. When I tried the same test with fire, the blood leads never came back from the ashes. Fire is our weapon of choice, brothers. To burn the beast is the best way to kill it for good. From Knowing Your Enemy by Carl Edison, beaten P1 leader. Okay, so beware of the sun, watch out for fire. And yes, and you can still hear there's different districts. We don't want the district to fall to serious critical hostile because otherwise there'd be a lot more citizens trying to kill everyone. We want to keep it in healthy or sanitized. I mean, well, monsters.
I had better remain here until nightfall.
I mean, I am a creature of the night. Sir, are you alive? I am a doctor.
Wait, this one's dressed up fancy. Let's run through his pockets.
Picking the dead's pockets? Are you serious?
I've still a rent to pay. He's got no more responsibilities.
Hey, you're robbing me.
What's this? Gold watch.
Beautiful it is. We fancy it and share the takings. I suppose we are undertakers.
Hey, you took my watch.
Nah, give him an Eve. That's impossible.
Oh, I got my watch back, so... Hell, at least we can tell time again. Yeah, I'm gonna need some bottle of alcohol. Wait, what do you got up here? You gotta have something. Ah, so we can see ourselves in the middle.
Dreams for the Red Queen that sleeps under a crown of stone, that she might linger longer, her eyes as white as gold.
Who goes there?
A prayer summoned by warrior song. A child born from darkness must expect of his.
Who's there? Are you referring to me? No! No! I still have so much to accomplish.
I can't die like this. Oh no!
I still have so much left that needs doing.
Yeah, I can't die now. I mean, the game just started. Sir, did you take anything else from me? Is this mine? Because if it is, I want it back. Sir, your gun's mine now. Well, watch out, I'm a manpower gun.
Johnny, this one's lost. We need to leave. And now!
No. There's time. I can save him.
That's the enemy coming! The orders are to evacuate the hospital!
Done. He'll live.
And now what?
We fight. Killing is a hell of a lot easier than healing.
That is true.
No.
Even back
It
then.
never got easy.
Hey, even back then, I only wore the suit. And I only came on a pistol. Night Blade Day. 15 October, bad sleep. Very coffee all night. People made her deliver this. I heard a loud noise in the morning. Bang. Take a hole in the ground. Some sort of mechanical civil. Maybe I'll go over there and ask for some work. But it needs medicine. I talked to the man with the medicine. Mechanical civil. They told me they were digging mass graves all around London. 60 medicines apparently there's a new epidemic. Is the flu coming back? They have no work for me. Because last night. I'm trying to be a whole day cost. Times the game, blah 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 blah. I'm not gonna read. I'm not gonna read everything out now because I do know this game has a lot of knowledge, so I ain't gonna do that. We'll see. Oh god, go small. Okay, so he killed his wife. Was his wife downstairs? Because he killed himself. Yeah, so yeah, I assume the person downstairs was his wife.
This makes no sense. None of it. No sense at all. It's a nightmare. That's it. So be it.
Well, we know what to do.
Rational thinking only.
I'm a vampire now, so we gotta end it. Hey, would it be funny if the game says, congrats, you achieved your goal, and you're dead from here to today. That would be funny if this is as you want to end and saying, end credits. Oh, a good vampire movie I actually really want to watch. 30 Days of Night. I don't know why, just... Hey, that's a good vampire movie. I recommend for anyone. Also a great graphic novel series.
This is absolute madness. I've lost touch with the real.
Yeah.
Madness it is.
Yeah, we can increase. Oh, I can open it more. Ew. Yeah, we want to increase stamina. That'd be one of the first things I want. Okay, get stronger powers, and let's see if we're able to actually use them, because we only need a lot more stamina.
That voice in my head. If I'm not mad, then...
Okay, turn dust. Sweet Northern Bank.
It must belong to the one who made me what I am. I must find him to understand what I have become.
Oh.
Where is it? It's closed.
These people want me dead. I need to leave now.
Here's the leech. Here!
It's called a vampire. It's a leech. It's a witch.
My head's spinning.
Oi! Come out, you coward!
It's locked, all right.
Clever fucking beast!
I'm still in Southwark.
Over there!
I must reach the West
There's one
End.
of them vermin!
Go back home.
Die, vermin!
Blood.
A strength I never knew I had.
Blood. Oh, whoops. God damn it.
Easy does it, boys.
Every fiber of my being is a fire. I feel like a child learning the limits of my body.
Ow. Oh!
That's all you deserve.
My strength, my reflexes. I'm not human anymore.
What we got here? Quarantine containing DCs. One sound into an equal team area well written. There's no employed by the cell after the story will finalizing the swing reason will be fine. So I'm gonna assume don't drink the affected. That sounds very weird when I say it out loud. Don't drink the affected. Yes, who drinks? Okay, just don't suck the blood out of those who are infected. That's what I'm getting at. Yo, King, your country needs you. Join the burst ranks and help the brave lads at the front.
My poor sister. If only I had controlled my need for blood. Mary, someone will pay for what happened to you. For what happened to us. I have this thirst for blood. I can't believe I'm doing this.
Oh yeah, we can set the blood out of rats. Hey, they're cheap. I could go there, but
it's locked. It's locked, all right.
Okay, I just want to check.
The dizziness from the jump. I can now control it. I cannot enter.
But I wanna.
It's locked.
It's locked. Just gonna get them wet. Wet. Wet!
I have this thirst for blood.
It would be funny if we do this and also none is now affected by vampire rats.
What will London have to say to me?
You're a vampire. You're a vampire, Harry.
It's locked, all right.
It's locked all the
So
way.
many questions unanswered.
Like, why is the door locked? Who locks the door? I know, sir. They lock doors on us.
Another corpse. Have the very streets of London become a mausoleum?
Well,
The
the
man
only
has been drained of all blood. But I can still smell the scent of it.
I'm also bloodhound.
I follow the scent's trail. Perhaps it will lead me to my assailant. Fresh blood. The smell is so strong.
Well, before we go on the hunt, anything over here I can take?
This is a slaughterhouse. It's locked. It's locked, all right.
I want them to be some more do there. Oh. Okay, I'm gonna assume don't do that out in public.
I cannot enter. It's locked.
Yeah, but I like to explore.
Where has everyone gone?
Well, no one want to be out in public. Okay, now we won't sleep because we got to hunt the killer. getting away when they mock my color. I hate myself. I cry like a little girl when they insult me. I hate myself for swinging like a boy when they're gone. I hate myself for hitting my pens. I hate myself for smiling. For smiling when it comes to this called me a sad one. I hate myself. I don't find a code tell them how I feel. I hate myself. Okay, so we need to know if the citizen is sick, the blood gonna be big contaminant. That would be a bad idea to suck the blood. But at the same time, though, if we kill the one person, someone who's supporting to the community, that will have nasty effects. Plus, they may actually know some people that might actually help us. So, don't kill them.
At last, a little life.
Welcome, sir, to the Turquoise Turtle.
Damn it. I think drink no longer stirs me.
Oh,
evening,
good, sir.
I wondered if I could ask for your help.
Wow, you look like you need a drink.
Yes. I apologize for my outfit. It's been a long night.
Been there, seen that. Don't worry, things can only get worse.
Has anybody entered the bar recently?
Can't say. Sorry. I spent the night making love to that gorgeous bottle, see?
This is important, sir. Are you sure no one has come in here in the last few hours?
I don't know and I don't care. This is a free country. People still have the right to come and go, don't they?
What's going on around here? It's like everybody is hiding.
You must be new here. Have you not heard about the murders? Everybody fears the return of the sewer dog.
Oh, God.
Who is this sewer dog?
It's the local bogeyman. Convenient answer for every crime that happened for decades. You murdered someone, blame the sewer dog, eh?
You make it sound like it's a fairy tale.
People will always believe in monsters. It's easier than accepting their own darkness. We can all be monsters.
That is true. Who the hell is constantly texting? Goals. Constant says for a app that I only use for particular reasons.
I'll leave you to your bottle then.
It's all your bot. Now, you see, you know who would know about who enters? This man.
God, sir, you look like Jonah's whale just spat you out of hell. Can I get you a drink?
No, thank you. I'm not thirsty.
Well, grab a chair and get some rest. This is going to be another long night.
I'm looking for someone who might have passed through here recently. Wondered if you might help.
It's been quiet tonight. The only other person I've seen went straight up to his room. Thought it was kind of rude, actually.
You mean he's still here?
Well, yeah. He paid for the entire week.
Ah, so we can stay here.
To meet this man. I have questions.
Just climb the stairs and knock on the first door. I heard him open his window, so I guess he's still awake. And,
Yes?
no funny business. You hear me? This is a respectable establishment.
No, it will be
You
respectable.
again. What can I do for you?
So he may or may not be here. If he's a vampire, he probably took the window.
Why is it going to be a long night?
You must be new around here. Don't you know about the murders?
Tell me more about these murders.
Every morning for the last few weeks, bodies have been found. And those poor sods didn't die of flu.
Do the police have any leads on a suspect?
Even before the outbreak, coppers never came round here. We're on our own. People die in these parts all the time, and no one cares.
Okay.
Where am I? Where is this place?
We're at my bar, sir, the Turquoise Turtle. The last ray of light in this dangerous part of town.
So, don't destroy the space.
Aren't you scared?
Scared of what? All the bad shit happens out on the foggy streets. And I never go outside.
So you're open all night?
Yep. Figured people might need a place to rest in these dark times.
Thank you. Goodbye.
You're good, sir. I will make sure I don't kill you.
It's a good thing you cannot see me now, Mum.
Hello, sir. Are you alright? Is there any way I can help you?
Ah,
don't
it's
know.
Sabina.
Maybe you could just talk to me.
Maybe you prefer to speak with Tom, then. He's more agreeable talking to strangers.
What is this place?
This is Tom's bar. The Turquoise
Ah,
Turtle.
now I remember.
I'm the barmaid here, Sabrina.
I want your
if
daddy.
you want to know.
Are you always open this late at night?
No, it's only since the epidemic started. Tom thought that people may need a safe place to stay.
You don't seem to have much business. Where is everybody?
Well, most people are sleeping right now. And those that are awake tend to avoid going out. What with the murders and all.
What's going on around here? Where is everyone?
Too many dead, sir. First the epidemic, and now all these terrible murders.
The murders. What can you say about them?
Bodies found in the streets every morning. Drained of blood. It's just horrible. Some say the sewer dog is back.
The sewer dog. What's that?
No one
I
knows.
know what this is like. It's away.
People have always disappeared around these parts. The ancients say it's the sewer dog coming out to feed. But now he's killing in the streets.
What have you heard about the epidemic?
There's a Spanish flu.
Ah, yep. Doesn't
Killed so
sound
many
good.
last summer.
It was
Thought
definitely
we'd seen the last of it.
came out around that
Dozens
time.
dying every week.
Are the authorities doing anything?
Nothing. There are so many quarantine zones in London now. It's gotten really hard to travel across town.
I just want to talk. I didn't mean to scare you.
I'm not afraid, sir. It's just I've other customers to take care of.
I only see one customer.
Oh. Well, yeah, of course. I mean, I best check on them.
I'll leave then. Thank you.
Damn it. I think drink that.
Alright. We took the people. John Waltz. 20% less by blood clot. Oh, also gotta pay attention to the social circles because people will know people. Alright, so he's healthy. So it's Tom.
I didn't deserve this.
It's locked, all right.
Then we find out man said, "Oi, mate! Quick, come lock the door!" Okay, that's the best I had to go for sex.
place for you. P1 has several patrols roaming the area.
They do not pursue me.
But they're looking for vampires, and they're most efficient.
They'll not relent until the killer has been identified.
I have a common objective, but I require...
I think someone is eavesdropping.
Do you, sir?
Yep.
You might as well come in, whoever you are.
Slowly, vampire. Who are you?
Oh!
I mean, you know, say it's a vampire. Present yourself.
I need a word. With anyone.
East.
Well, that's something I can do for you.
Listen, I might be a vampire, but I just became a vampire just now. Listen, who the vampire you talking about? Because, I think you might have me into one.
And who might you be?
Tell me, who are you?
First, tell me what you want. Then I may tell you.
That's none of your concern.
Sir, you have entered my room in the middle of the night, pale as a corpse and shaking like a tree. So please, indulge me.
Someone is molesting people. In fact, killing them.
I don't know what is the word. Good, yes.
The calling card of a vampire. Like you.
I've been hunted down in the streets and attacked. I'm a victim here, too.
I believe you.
Then if you are not a vampire, who or what are you?
I'm assuming a priest would be the first thing.
Swansea of the Brotherhood of St. Paul. I'm performing an independent investigation here in an attempt to understand precisely what is going on.
What have you uncovered concerning the murders?
It started a few nights ago. Rumors of violent murders. The docks have always been, shall we say, somewhat unsavory. But this is different.
How different?
A vampire is at work here. Famished. Reckless. It must be brought to ground, and quickly.
And what exactly is this Brotherhood?
Sir, if the name is not familiar to you, then we shall discuss it another time.
I heard another voice, that of a woman. Who were you talking to?
Ridiculous. I've no idea what you're talking about.
Something tells me not to trust you.
Then the feeling is mutual.
Then help me find the culprit.
I may. If you'll first tell me why you opened this door.
I followed a trail. The scent of blood from a recent victim. It led me here.
You thought I was your aggressor. That explains a great deal. We're both chasing the same shadow.
A shadow, indeed. Yet I heard his voice in my head. There was a moment I believed I was mad.
You should let me handle this affair. You've no idea what you're up against.
No. I will find the monster. He is mine.
How will you do any better than I? But then let me ask you this. What are your intentions if you find the killer?
I'll end him.
Then I can only wish you good hunting. And pray we shall meet again.
Well, I'm going to end up because, I mean, the man's killing people.
Would you be so kind as to leave the room? Can I have some privacy, please?
losing my mind.
It's locked.
I should just run as far away from this place as I can.
If Swansea is not my attacker, it means somebody else came here tonight. Someone must know something.
I think I'm losing my mind. I should just run as far away from this place. Evening, sir. Can I help you?
I have a few questions for you.
Well, if you must.
I spoke to Dr. Swansea. He's not the man I'm looking for. Now, I want the truth.
The truth? What do you mean?
I suspect that someone else was here tonight. And I don't think Tom wants to tell me about it.
I'm just the barmaid here, okay? If Tom says you're the only visitor we had, then you're the only visitor we had.
I can feel your fear, madam. Please, tell me what's going on.
It's Will. William Bishop. He came in here earlier tonight and he... Well, I thought he was going to clock someone.
Why are you so afraid?
I mean, his skin. His hands. I scrubbed every glass and every chair that he touched. God, I hope it's not contagious.
What happened tonight?
He was dead drunk, as usual. But my God, his eyes. His face. He must have caught something awful. He shouted and cried. It was terrible.
Tell me about this William Bishop.
Will was a sailor who worked at the cannon factory before he lost that job. A nice bloke, really. He's never been violent. Until tonight.
Why keep it a secret? Why not tell me about it?
Tom's nothing if not loyal. After Will lost his job, he offered him one ear. They used to be good mates. But recently, well... Will started to get very aggressive.
I see. Thank you for your candor. I'll be sure to talk to Tom.
Welcome back. Did you find what you were after?
I can't say I have. Are you sure no one else came into your bar before I arrived?
Hey, I told you, you were the only other stranger I've had.
Tom, talk to me about the visit from your old friend, William.
Yes, Will came by tonight, but he's not my friend anymore.
Why lie to me if he is not your friend?
I didn't lie. I said you were my only unannounced customer, and that's the truth.
Who is he?
William. Just an old sailor who loves his gin too much. He worked for years at the cannon factory before it closed.
How was he tonight? Was he different?
Sicker than usual, perhaps. He whined and mumbled about how mean people were to him and how he'd like to talk to me outside, and then he left when I refused.
He wanted to kill you.
Is he dangerous?
Yeah. Like many drunks, he's all bark and no bite. He can barely stand up most of the time.
I need to find him. It's a matter of urgency. Do you know where he is?
You could try his boat. It's up by the North Pier. He sleeps there when he's too drunk to get home.
Please describe him to me.
What do you expect? He's a tall, sick bastard with a bad rash and torn old clothes. William used to be strong. Now he's a mess.
Thank you, Tom.
If you see him, tell him I don't want him back here unless he cleans up his act, okay?
There's gotta be something can be done to get out of this bullshit.
Hello, sir. May I disturb you again?
And you're still ugly as sin.
Fuck you.
I'll leave you to your bottle then. I will get to the bottom of this intrigue. What's been done to me? To this city.
Yeah, I don't think he's the head vampire. Pirate isn't the effective one. Uh-oh.
The body is still warm. This man has just been drained of blood. This man was armed. He tried to defend himself. This corpse has been dried of its blood, just like the previous victim. What's this? Some sort of note.
God damn it. Come on.
Blood and empty gin bottles. This bishop fellow is something of a heavy drinker. There are blood splats on the other side of the canal. I must reach that barge.
I mean, come on, there's any way for me to examine. Nope. Can't. Close. Well, the other side of that note was Borden.
I cannot enter. Ammunition crate. Good. I may need a lot of bullets. I feel like I'm back on the front line again.
Shut that foolish mouth of yours. You ever known McCullough to be wrong about anything? Right.
Okay, how do I equip the...
You've got one job, and that's to find it. And find it fast.
Well, slocking cells won't do anything for me.
It's locked, all right. It's locked.
It's probably
I
locked.
cannot enter.
Yeah, of course it would be.
This one's mine! Filthy fucking beast!
Okay, how do you use the guns? Okay, think how you wait as you use this.
This nest of them cleaned out. I said stay away, sir.
This is not a place for you, sir. I'd step back, sir.
I like their screams when you burn them alive. Get them weapons ready! We found one!
Spotted! Christ, watch out, boys!
I mean, that might be one reason not attack a vampire in the hideout. Though, I mean, I would still recommend trying to attack them when they're... I mean, that would be at the weakest. Okay, I would just stand out the hideout and just ambush them. So, you just went up and ambushed them.
There's one of them vermin!
Okay, for the love of God, how do you use the fucking melee weapon? Because at this point I feel like an idiot at this point. Oh, so I'll just add. Oh. Okay, so it's still so. Okay. Let me try something. Oh, okay, and then I found out. Okay.
It's locked.
I think of ways for me to get over there.
I cannot enter. Fresh blood. The whole building reeks of it. The scent is so strong it makes me dizzy.
So he's near.
It's locked.
As one, we shall overcome this. We've done it before. Brother, I had a drink outside tonight already and it did not quench my thirst. I must have more. Oh dear God, not again. William, please stop. Just...
One second. Alright, sorry about that.
Dearest friend, you're my last and dearest friend.
It's locked, all right. This place reeks of bloodshed.
Please, let go of me.
This creature is bedeviled. I must put it down.
Oh, see. I'm sorry, did the game just tell me something about him? Okay, I'm not a big fan of the scythe. But how about that on our head?
William was an honorable man. I could have saved him.
Mr. Hampton, are you in there?
We knew him well, another lost soul, a kindred spirit.
Sir, listen to the sound of my voice. I'm
a doctor.
You're suffering from shock.
I must return to my flock. They'll stray without me.
Remember, certain skulls are every bit as resistant as we are.
Who are you? What do you mean by Skal?
You truly are a newborn. I should have realized.
Wait. You are the woman from the bar. Are you... like me? Can you help me?
I believe, sir, I already have.
Oh, that's good of you. Come on, sir. I'll bring you home.
By George and the Saints, you've solved the mystery of these terrible murders. Patience, good fellows, I've come to offer help. Just give me a moment to secure my boat. We can leave this awful place.
William was not the evil man they claimed. He was just taken by the thirst. He needed this drink.
This man requires medical attention. We'll see he gets to the nearest hospital.
No, please, I must tend to my fold. My flock needs me.
There, sir. Go with the good Dr. Swansea. He's resourceful, and I'm sure he'll take good care of you.
You'd best come as well. The sun is soon to rise, and you'll need a place to rest.
I just need a moment. If I can learn something about what has happened to William, I'll be a step closer to understanding what happened to me.
Jesus, what happened to this place?
It's locked. This poor creature can't be my maker.
Oh, this should be it.
These men, they're a company of professional vampire hunters.
Alright, girls out of you.
Where are we headed?
We're on our way to the Pembroke Hospital. It's just across the canal. They'll have a bed for poor Mr. Hampton.
William was What manner of creature was he?
Predator, prey, villain, and victim. Who can say? The important thing is that he's been stopped.
Duly noted. And the woman? What... who is she?
What woman?
Oh, don't play me for a fool. You used me to locate that skull. You must know who she is.
And I thought you a gentleman. You shouldn't talk about a lady behind her back, but I will tell you she values her privacy.
Great.
For London as peaceful as she appears from the middle of the canal. If only that were the reality of the situation.
To be honest, I've always tried to avoid this part of town.
Pembroke Hospital is the last bastion between the rest of London and the epidemic. The flu has decimated the East End and the war still rages. Welcome to the front lines of a plague.
This is where you work, Dr. Swansea?
I am the administrator of Pembroke Hospital.
I thought you were here in service of your mysterious order, the Brotherhood of...
Of St. Paul's Stole, yes. But first and foremost, I'm a man of science. A physician, like yourself, Dr. Reed.
How do you know who I am?
No need for modesty. You are Dr. Jonathan Reed, a surgeon of some caliber and renown, if I'm not mistaken.
You are correct, sir.
I knew it. I had my suspicions. But when you took the blood sample from the corpse of poor William, I was certain. Dr. Reed. Marvelous.
Wait, that's what gave it off.
Have we met?
I attended 3 of your seminars before the war. I have the utmost admiration for your research. And what a turn of fate. England's most esteemed blood specialist returns to London a vampire.
Yeah.
That word, again. From a so-called man of science.
I understand. Traditionally, the role of science is to refute myth, but when myth walks among us, the Brotherhood of St. Paul has dedicated its purpose to their study. There's so much for you to learn.
And for that, you are right.
Well, then let me be blunt. Join my staff at Pembroke Hospital. As a physician. I suspect you'll not find a better post of employment to contemplate your predicament.
This is sudden. I was returning home to see my sickly mother. But alas, that was before contracting this... affliction.
Dr. Reed, take a moment to consider. The post would be for the night shift, providing a good explanation for your absence during daylight hours. You'll be adequately reimbursed, and have a place to hide. I even had the forethought to bring some clean clothes. So, what do you say?
Sir, I mean,
it seems I have little choice, but yours is a generous offer, so I thank you.
Brilliant! Oh, Jonathan, this is one for the book, and the beginning of a beautiful friendship.
So now you got me Dr.Blood. I think that's our time. Thank Charles for this episode.
Dr. Swansea, thank goodness. I was beginning to be concerned.
Worry no more, Nurse Crane, for I bring good news.
Oh, Doctor, what a night. We lost 2 more patients. Nurse Scow said she couldn't take it anymore and resigned.
Yes, well, I'll make a new rota in the morning. In the meantime, find a good bed for Mr. Hampton. Be sure to pay attention to his needs.
Of course, Doctor.
Oh, and Dorothy?
Yes, Doctor?
Dr. Reed here has just returned from the front. He served King Country and will be joining us here at Pembroke. We're very lucky to have gained a surgeon of his talent, and one so experienced in blood transfusions.
That is good news indeed, Doctor.
Oh, yes. Here at Pembroke, it's not what we have, but what we haven't. It's only thanks to Nurse Crane and the staff that our ship doesn't sink. If you have any questions, just ask her.
Duly noted. Thank you.
Your assistance is required, Dr. Swansea, immediately.
Welcome aboard, Jonathan. We'll catch up after my rounds. I'm coming, Nurse Crane. I'm coming.
Good, now we got the suit and everything.
Now, it's my turn.
Rotten or pristine, each heart contains the seeds of life. Drink at this river, try it all.
Oh, come on, you bastard. I won't bite.
Sir, please. You've lost too much blood. Calm yourself.
You think I didn't notice? Stop your staring and get me to an hospital, you arse!
Insulting a good Samaritan. Not exactly the way to get rescued.
All right, sorry. I am in pain here. My guts are spilling out onto the street and you're yabbering on.
Yes. That's a very nasty wound you've got there. Take my word, I am a doctor. Dr. Jonathan Reed.
Name's Clay Cox. I'd appreciate you helping me to a better place, Doc.
Follow me, Mr. Cox. Let me assist you to that better place.
Listen, I don't know you, so I will help you.
Bring this fading light into the shadows. Dance with him the dance of life and death.
Ain't no rolling.
No more. Not tonight. Not like this. I will not take another life.
It is wise for the huntsman to sometimes let his prey go. But no famished hunter can run for long.
I cannot enter.
Maybe. But I don't want to make enemies out of everyone. So I don't even know who the hell that guy is.
It's locked, all right.
Hurry now, Doctor. It's free. Doctor, where have you been? I've little time to play hide and seek with new staff members, no matter how illustrious they may be.
I found a wounded man by the docks. He answers to the name of Clay Cox. He requires urgent medical attention.
Already making the rounds? That's the Pembroke spirit.
See, I'm helping my man.
I'll ask our porter, Milton, to bring him back immediately.
Thank you, nurse. What can I do for you?
Dr. Swansea insisted we provide you a quiet office. You'll find it on the second floor with your name on the door.
Thank you. Nurse Crane, isn't it?
Yes, Dorothy Crane. Welcome to Pembroke Hospital, Dr. Reed. Your office has been prepared.
I would like to ask a few questions first. What kind of man is Dr. Swansea?
Well, you accepted the job from him. I thought you would have known.
Yeah, but it'd be nice to know.
It's right to assume Dr. Swansea knows far more about me than I do about him.
You'll get to know him soon enough, and better than me. The administrator has better things to do than mix with us.
And Mr. Hampton, the patient we brought in, how does he fare?
I gave him a sedative to help him sleep.
We just talk.
The poor thing was in quite a state of shock.
If you could point me in the direction of my room again, nurse.
Second floor of the hospital, left after the stairs. It's the last vacant office at the end of the corridor.
Thank you, Nurse Crane.
Yeah, we
Good
talked
evening,
about
sir.
this.
I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. I'm new here.
I've already heard about you, Dr. Reed. I'm Milton Hooks, the ambulance driver for this shithole of a hospital.
That's quite a blunt introduction, Mr. Hooks.
You can call me Milton. I like to speak my mind, Dr. Reed. Perk of the job. Don't judge me, and I won't judge you.
I'm not sure I understand what you're talking about.
Well, I'm no doctor, but I'm pretty sure a gun can't be used as a surgical instrument.
You have a keen eye. I learned to shoot during the war, and have carried one ever since. Old habits die hard.
No need to explain, Dr. Reed. And if you ever need a better gun, remember, I may have something for you.
How is the situation around here?
You want to hear the situation is all right? It's fucking awful. We lack everything, and it's getting worse every day.
Are you really smuggling weapons through the hospital?
And why not? I've already been attacked by patients, you know. And by gang members willing to steal my money.
But you're not defending yourself. You're selling guns to civilians.
You keep people alive your own way, Doctor. I offer them another way to protect their health.
So what do you do exactly in this hospital? Apart from smuggling guns, I mean.
I've been an ambulance driver since... too long, I guess. I bring sick people here night and day. It's a dirty job, but I get it done. Most of the time.
Since you're on the front line, how is the sanitary situation in this vicinity?
It's a complete disaster. It's even getting dangerous to enter some streets or buildings. Even the locals attack you.
It sounds like things have been a bit rough recently. What's happened?
Yesterday I got attacked by the patient I was bringing in. I escaped through the hospital's garden, but I lost my wallet when I was running.
You left an infected patient outside the hospital? That's incredibly dangerous.
Go there yourself if you want, but be careful, Doctor. I'd rather not bring your dead body back.
No, I can have it.
I'd like to see your goods.
Wise choice, Dr. Reed. A reliable gun is what everybody needs these days.
I just like know what, yeah.
Dr. Swansea is right. This place seems perfect to conduct my research.
Time has lost its effect on me. But the suffering continues.
Good evening, miss. I'm Dr. Reed, the new surgeon at the Pembroke Hospital.
Dear God, woman, what happened to you?
Your name has no meaning to me, mortal. You're nothing but dust blown by the winds of eternity.
I beg your pardon.
What are you begging for, mortal? My clemency? Well, tonight maybe I'm inclined to mercy. You'll never forget the night you met Thelma Howcroft.
You keep calling me mortal. Why is that? And if I'm mortal, what are you?
Well, Dr. Reed, if you must know, I'm a vampire.
I'm also a vampire too. Well, goodbye then.
Do you require my services, Miss Howcroft?
I have no need for your medicine, Dr. Reed. Blood is the only drug I need.
And why do you believe you're a vampire?
I don't need to believe anything. It is what I am. It is what I feel within this hollow shell of flesh.
Please, describe to me how you feel. What is it like to be a vampire?
I can hear my body crumble from the inside as my flesh cracks and fades. I sense the last
he's a
pulse
vampire.
of postulant blood within my drying veins. I need new blood.
I see. Have you ever heard of Cotard syndrome, Miss Howcroft?
Never.
It's a mental illness discovered by a French neurologist named Jules Cotard. The affected patients are delusional. They believe that they are putrefying, that they are dead, a ghost or a ghoul, or in your case, a vampire.
Delusional, you say? Oh, sad and petty mortal. You can't even begin to understand the concept of immortality. And you think it is I who am delusional.
I'm assuming you must be a patient here. Am I right, Miss Howcroft?
It's only a cover. To hide from my enemies. I can leave whenever I want. As a woman, a spirit, fog, or bat.
I'm gonna say you're a fog.
Who are these enemies you mentioned? Can you describe them?
I cannot say for sure. But I sense their eyes on me from nearby. I feel them watching me every time I visit the garden near the morgue.
Ah, so nothing.
The staff here are not your enemy. They're here to help you, to care for you.
I'm not speaking of the doctors in white. I'm speaking of the men and women who hunt me. For I am a vampire.
I see.
You're not
Don't
good.
worry.
Good job hiding.
These people will not find you here. I'll personally make sure they leave you alone.
Thank you, mortal. But do not interfere with them, for you are no match for those that hunt me.
I beg to differ.
Who are you really, Miss Howcroft? I mean, apart from being a vampire.
Is that not enough for you, puny mortal? What do you require? Proof of my powers?
I'm curious to know who you were before becoming a vampire.
It was such a long time ago, I don't remember. Centuries of unholy life can have strange effects on one's minds, you see?
I'll leave you, Mistress of the Dark, to your nocturnal activities.
I wish I could be sick again. Feel my blood boil with fever.
Good evening, sir. Can I help you?
Unless you're here to fix my face. No. I don't think you can help me.
I'm Dr. Reed. I've recently taken the position of head surgeon here. War injuries, am I right?
You guessed right, Doctor. German shell took my pretty little mug right
Well,
off.
I was a doctor on the front
They
line.
still call me Thomas Elwood.
Soldier, do you need assistance?
I'm fine. Just do something for this pain, will you? That's all I'm asking.
Time has lost its effect on me. But the suffering continues.
Who am I in there? Go with me, Mora! Are you forgetting?
What your last thoughts would be, sir?
That's why no one...
Fear and disgust.
Good evening, Mr. Elwood.
Sorry.
Evening, Dr.
Go with me,
Reed.
Mora!
How is your stay with us, Mr. Elwood?
Oh, it's bliss. I just escaped death in the trenches to be surrounded again by the moans of the dying.
Can I ask you precisely why you're a patient here?
It's the pain, sir. The drugs don't work. It just hurts under the scars, if you get my drift.
Can I do anything for your pain?
Nurses gave me a bunch of pills. No effect. Told you. It's like the flames are under my skin, burning away.
Who is treating you? Is someone in particular looking after your case?
Nobody since the old and tired doctor spoke to me. Started to think I was forgotten about. Wouldn't blame you.
You don't seem worried by that.
My face hurts so much more when I smile or cry. I've learned it's easier not to speak. But be assured I'm smiling inside.
Where were you stationed, sir? Did you serve for long?
I really don't want to talk about all this shit.
No offense. I was pushing too much. I served in France myself. I just wanted to know what happened to you.
You were an officer, weren't you? Then I doubt we fought the same war, sir. No offense.
Understood.
How close are you to Miss Horcroft? Are you aware that she thinks she is a vampire?
To wait for her next nibble is the best reason to stay here.
So that's it.
Every time she
Stuck on
approaches
you.
my bed, she treats me like something tasty. A normal person.
Aren't you afraid? She may hurt you if the game goes too far.
She's quite harmless, I can assure you. Her head's broken inside is all. While I'm busted on the outside. But she's still beautiful. Living proof that there's hope for me.
So do you let her bite you? You know that's not sanitary.
And why not? She's only supping a few drops of me blood. And the pain, it's real for once.
She could decide to bite less willing patients.
Then it's another good reason for me to stay here, Doctor.
You do realize she's mentally disturbed. It's called the Cotard syndrome. She truly believes she's a vampire.
In her madness, she never refers to my scars. And frankly, if I could, I'd join her world. It seems much more fun than the real one.
Goodbye for now, Mr. Elwood.
Fear and disgust on every street corner. The daily routine.
Good evening, Mr. Hampton. How do you feel?
Dr. Reed, is it? Oh, sir, I must apologize for my behavior.
What do you mean?
I was not myself in the factory. Fear and exhaustion made me say awful things to you, I'm afraid.
You remained perfectly nice and polite. A little delirious, perhaps. But who wouldn't be after enduring an abduction?
Thank you, Doctor. That's a relief. Now all I need to do is rest and return to my flock.
Do you know Tom Watts, the bartender from the Turtle? I met him before I found you in the canning factory.
Tom? Yes, of course. Always the helping hand, good old Tom. Without men like him, corruption and despair would have wiped out the East End long ago.
People are still in despair.
How could it be otherwise? The authorities have left us all to rot in this contagious nightmare. No drugs, no advice, nothing. It's a damn shame.
Who should I avoid in this part of town, then? Any particularly evil figures?
That's what go after you?
Most men and women are just doing their best. And it's not my habit to speak ill of people I know, Doctor.
How did you end up in William Bishop's den?
I had received alarming news about his recent behavior. I went to his place and he refused to let me go.
Why did he abduct you?
William was an alcoholic. His addiction suddenly changed to blood. I don't know why. Just like a patient I met here. This Miss Hawcroft.
You dared to enter this awful place alone. You're a hero, Mr. Hampton. Or a fool.
I'm just a man trying to help his friends, Dr. Reed. William Bishop was a conflicted soul, searching for light.
What is the general situation in the East End docks?
The situation has always been tough, with a lot of tensions between the gangs and the dockers' trade union. The Wet Boot Boys are very nervous since they lost their leader.
Who leads the gang now?
Since Clay Cox went missing, it's his wife Edwina who runs the show, with the assistance of her minion, Dooth Digby.
Has the gang been threatening you?
Ah, no. I've had this nickname for so long, you know, the sad saint of the East End. No one dares to bug a saint, not even criminals.
Of course.
How do you feel, Mr. Hampton? Medically speaking, I mean.
I feel exhausted. Beyond exhaustion, actually. William drank so much of my blood in his madness. I feel empty.
You're in good hands here. Dr. Swansea is well versed in blood transfusion, and I'm sure he'll take the best care of you.
Thank you, sir. I believe all I need is rest, and then I can go back to the people who need me.
Have you made friends since you arrived?
Not really, but I recognize Miss Harriet Jones. I knew her when she lived by the docks. That poor woman had such a miserable life.
You never came to see her here at Pembroke. Receiving visits when sick can be an important part of the healing process, you know. We're not just bodies.
You're preaching to the converted now, Doctor. To be truly honest, I thought she was dead. She left the docks many months ago.
What do you do for a living, Mr. Hampton? I can't help but notice the cross around your neck.
I manage a night asylum for the poor and homeless of the docks. And I try to guide the lost and hesitant on the right path to our Lord.
Are you a priest, Mr. Hampton? A deacon, maybe?
Not at all, Doctor. I'm just a man of faith willing to preach the good word.
I was gonna say, because if you're all done, that probably
Why
put my
didn't
hand.
you use your cross against William Bishop? To repel him somehow?
That's a very strange question, Doctor. A cross is no magical token, if that's what you were trying to say. Not mine, anyway.
Goodbye, Mr. Hampton. We'll talk again later.
Damn. The pain.
It's locked.
It's here again.
Blaming me will not further your agenda, sir. How long?
What can I do for you, Doctor?
Thank you, Nurse Crane.
Apologize when you're feeling better.
Oh,
Good
Doc.
evening, Doctor. I believe we're going to be working together.
Dr. Reed. Dr. Swansea informed us of your arrival, but I could not dare to believe we'd have such good fortune. Such an honor, sir.
Thank you. And you are?
I am Thoreau Strickland, Dr. Thoreau Strickland. I'm a great admirer of your work, Dr. Reed.
Please, could you tell me something about yourself?
I'm a great admirer of your work concerning blood transfusion, Dr. Reed. I run my own experiments. I'm convinced it's the future.
What made you choose to be a doctor?
I'm not ashamed to admit you and your work have inspired me.
Ah, so am
I
I.
am honored to have the opportunity to work by your side.
It's always a pleasure to share scientific and medical knowledge with someone eager to learn. I'll be glad to help you if I can.
This epidemic may be the century's most terrible disaster, but I'm convinced that we, as doctors, are the only ones able to defeat it.
I based my technique on my mentor's research. He helped me perfect my method. What is yours?
I'd rather not talk about it. For now, it's just theories and first approach. My process is purely experimental and unsuccessful.
As long as you're cautious and methodical, you may remain empty-handed, but you won't fail.
You're not the first one to warn me, but I am convinced knowledge is the main weapon against the ravages of this epidemic.
What can you tell me about the Pembroke?
Well, it has always been an honor to work with Dr. Swansea. But with your arrival, I can't think of a better opportunity to learn about blood transfusion.
You seem quite optimistic. It's a rare and precious attitude in these difficult times.
I'm convinced that this epidemic is a test of endurance and dedication for us men of science.
Questions remain about our capacity to resolve the situation.
True. Last summer, during the first wave of the epidemic, I used to joke with Milton about the extra work. We're not smiling now.
Do you need help with anything in particular?
Well, yes, maybe. I'm waiting for a batch of products I ordered for my personal research, yet my supplier seems to have vanished.
Do you want me to play the errand boy for you?
Oh no, Dr. Reed. But if you went personally to his shop, what with your reputation and all, he wouldn't dare to refuse the products I need.
I see. Well, give me the address, for I may pass by if I have time.
Indeed, becoming a helping boy.
Tell me more about your willingness to experiment with new medical techniques.
Harvey Fiddick is a patient suffering from a severe injury that could cripple him if not treated correctly. I'm convinced your blood transfusion technique could help him.
What is it you really want? To save him, or to prove your point?
Fair question. I want nothing but to save my patient, Dr. Reed. Especially since I know Mr. Fiddick's story.
Tell me Mr. Fiddick's story.
Our first diagnosis was compromised because Mr. Fiddick lied to us about the real origin of his injury. He first claimed it was an accident.
But why would he hide such crucial information from us?
Because he is a proud father, ashamed of putting his children at risk because of his own negligence.
This personal involvement could also appear to be a lack of impartiality. You must know that a good surgeon must remain neutral.
I agree. But that does not excuse Dr. Aykroyd's behavior. A man who did not even take time to converse with his patient.
Do you think keeping his distance was a mistake?
All I know is that I'm taking care of human beings with desires, hopes, and fears. Not some biological machine comprised of blood, bones, and flesh.
Agreed.
Do you need my medical attention, dear colleague?
You don't have to worry about me, Dr. Reed. I am here to assist you, not to be a burden.
Hey, it's not a burden.
Goodbye, Dr. Strange.
It's only a burden if you need it to get worse.
Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Reed. May I help you?
I don't know if a third opinion is needed. Your colleagues are already arguing about my condition.
I see. Would you mind telling me more about your situation?
I'm Harvey Fiddick. All I want is to get me bloody arm fixed properly.
Is there anything else that's bothering you? Can I help in any way?
I'm all right. Considering the state of this place, I should consider myself lucky, I guess.
Tell me about yourself, Mr. Fiddick.
I'm just a regular guy waiting to get his arm fixed, so I can return to work and to my family.
I was more curious about what you were doing before being hospitalized.
I'm a carpenter, and a good one too. But that means I need both arms to feed my family, Dr. Reed.
Are you satisfied with your treatment here?
Well, it's clear that I've chosen a bad time to be injured. Forgive my bluntness, but you seem overwhelmed by cases of the flu.
I won't lie to you about it. I'm afraid we are.
Are you sure you don't want to operate yourself, Dr. Reed? I have the feeling you're very capable. And your colleagues seem to think so too.
In other circumstances, you would be right. But for now, I don't think I can take on the responsibility. My apologies.
I do apologize for that one.
Tell me about the doctors who are arguing about your case.
Well, Jim.
Strickland and Aykroyd. They both want the best for me, but there's a lot of pride there. Doctors are no different from carpenters, it seems.
What do you mean?
I often had professional arguments with rivals on a building site. Difference is, I disagreed about wooden nails, not flesh and bones.
Tell me about your injury, Harvey. Why do you feel so guilty about it?
My wife died because of me. And now I may lose everything because I've been careless enough to hurt myself. What an arsehole.
How could your job be responsible for your wife's death?
I was working a double. She went out to bring me a hot meal and got caught in a German bomb raid.
You can't hold yourself responsible for your injury, Mr. Fiddick. Unless you tried to hurt yourself.
Of course I didn't hurt myself. But I can't work until my arm is fixed. My children need to eat, Doctor.
Tell me more about the death of your wife, Harvey.
1915. I was in the army. Building workshops for the Royal Flying Corps. Helen was happy I wasn't sent to the front.
What happened?
The Germans sent Zeppelins to bomb the construction site, but they missed their target. My wife was bringing my dinner when the bombs fell.
I'm sorry for your loss. So many died during the bombings. I served in France and witnessed the carnage there.
I would like to say that she didn't suffer. Truth is, I have no idea. I just know that I'm all that me kids have. Poor little bleeders.
How are your children after losing their mother?
They were smaller then. The only good thing about this is my Ellen didn't bring them with her that night.
Goodbye for now, Mr. Fiddick. I'll see you later.
You always knew the words to calm the children, Ellen. As for me, what a blundering idiot.
Just exploring the hospital. I just hear the.
Thelma Howcroft said she was being watched by vampire hunters. Where are they hiding? I should investigate. It's locked.
You must be very angry about this unfair situation. I managed to arrange to have you buried in the same mass grave as your wife. I hope that might help.
It's locked, all right. Good evening. I'm Dr. Reed.
Always a pleasure to meet a colleague, sir. Especially when he was supposedly dead.
A colleague? Are you a doctor, too?
Not anymore, sir. I used to be Dr. Rakesh Chadana. Now, I'm just Mr. Chadana, pawnbroker and humble guardian of this morgue.
What do you mean, you used to be a doctor? Was your license revoked?
No, sir. It is just that I like to be precise. I run a little pawn shop while taking care of the dead. But I used to be a real doctor.
Do you need medical attention?
I'm feeling all right, Doctor. But perhaps it is because I, too, am used to the smell of the dead.
Are you afraid or uneasy being surrounded by so many corpses?
Why should I? These bodies are empty vessels. Flesh left to decay. Poof. No soul anymore. All gone.
An interesting point of view. And quite an exotic one, too. Most people fear, or at least have respect, for dead flesh.
Sir, as a medic during the war, I learned to face my death and the death of others.
Same here.
It's the pain we have to tame, not death itself.
How did you get this job?
After I left the army, I worked as an undertaker down by the docks. A dangerous place with many an unpleasant business there. Milton Hooks helped me get a job here.
Do you work here alone?
Yes, very easy work, sir. All I have to do is watch a few bodies. The situation was very different when the main morgue was still open.
Why do you have to watch these bodies?
Because these poor fellows have no names. We keep them in case someone comes looking for the missing. Sadly, very rarely happens.
Why close the hospital's main morgue?
It was for sanitary reasons after the beginning of the epidemic. Cadavers had to be moved to the nearest mass grave.
Have we met before?
I don't think so, sir. Why?
When we first talked, you said you were glad to meet me since I was reported dead.
Funny story, sir. Your sister came here a few nights ago. You were missing, and she was looking for your body. She must be very relieved now.
I hope so.
A pawnbroker? I expect you get all types of people here.
Yes, sir. All kind of people. For I sell all kind of goods.
Who comes here to trade with you? It's very unhygienic, even unsafe. Diseases can spread. For the customers, for the hospital.
I'm very cautious, sir. I've been a doctor, remember? And all my clients are good people. In fact, I think I only know good people.
I hope that means you.
What kind of goods? With the quarantine, it's not always easy to buy things. So I trade. I exchange. Some people sell, some others buy. I like to help.
Since you're not afraid of dying, do you believe in life after death, Rakesh?
No. I believe we must do all the good we can while alive. For our time is short, and the obstacles are endless.
Do you think you would enjoy immortality as a concept?
I don't think so. Don't mistake me. I love life, and I'd like to live a long life. But everything has to decay, sir. Even goodwill.
Do you really believe goodwill cannot last?
As I said, sir, everything decays. If I was to never die, goodness, I would be bored or worse. And I like to be helpful, sir.
Quite depressing, wouldn't you say?
Yes, but the good news is, we'll all die before losing our humanity, sir.
Yeah, get out of here, or you can live long enough to see yourself become a villain.
So you're ready to die?
No, I am not. I don't fear death, for I won't see it. What troubles me is the pain my death will inflict to those I know.
You're a wise man, Mr. Chidana.
No, Dr. Reed. I am a foolish man. But I like to think otherwise.
Please show me what you have to sell.
Of course. It's just trinkets and curios, really.
but I'm sure they can be useful.
Well, it might be good to have some, and
Good evening, nurse.
Good evening, Doctor. I don't think we've been introduced yet.
Ah, a new one.
My name is Pippa Hawkins.
And I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. Dr. Swansea has recently offered me a position in this hospital.
Well, it's a euphemism that your help will be appreciated, Doctor.
How would you describe the situation at the Pembroke Hospital?
It's serious. The flu is wreaking havoc amongst the staff and patients. We are running out of everything.
You must get a hold of yourself, nurse.
Sorry, I'm exhausted. No one has any idea when this epidemic will be over.
Nurse Hawkins, the Spanish flu won't last forever. Even the Black Plague didn't kill everyone.
I wish I could believe you. But what if this epidemic was worse? What if in the end, nobody was spared?
Do you need medical help yourself, nurse?
I'm fine, really. I just need to sleep.
How would you describe the situation at the Pembroke Hospital?
It's serious. The flu is wreaking havoc amongst the staff and patients. We are running out of everything.
How is the Pembroke staff coping with the epidemic?
Well, not well. Milton, the ambulance driver, is even more grumpy than usual, especially concerning doctors.
Why is Milton grumpy on a daily basis? Is it just an act?
Milton's not the kind of man who's bothered about a bad reputation, whether he deserved it or not.
Why does Milton dislike doctors?
I don't know. Just ask him. But be warned, Milton is not the chatty type.
I'll keep that in mind.
How long have you been a nurse?
Well, long enough to see that the epidemic is winning. And no matter how qualified you are, don't tell me you'll change that.
You'd be surprised what dedication can achieve, Nurse Hawkins. In medicine, sometimes we're just a test result away from a miracle.
Sorry, Doctor. I don't want to sound bitter, but I'm just too tired to give a pep talk like Nurse Brannigan.
Goodbye, Nurse Hawkins. Good evening, Milton.
Good evening, Doctor. Still trying to save lives?
That's the plan.
I'd like to see your goods.
Wise choice, Dr. Reed. A reliable gun is what everybody needs these days.
Good evening, Milton.
Oops.
Good evening, Doctor. Still trying to save lives?
Why do you have such a mediocre reputation among your colleagues, Milton?
Fuck them. Nobody knows the horrors I've seen since working here. This city was sick long before the epidemic, Dr. Reed.
I know it's a difficult task, but correct me if I'm wrong. Is this not the job you are paid to do?
I've seen babies left to die while their brothers were properly fed. Underage girls and boys sold to all manner of perverts.
I'm sorry, I don't know what to say.
Yeah, exactly. We lack words. So excuse me if I don't look on the bright side of life.
Do you need any medical help, Milton?
I'm fine, Doc. Physically, at least. But I would give everything to be in a better place right now.
Goodbye, Milton.
I just constantly talk to everyone.
Good
This is
evening,
be
nurse.
like more than
I'm Dr.
detail.
Jonathan Reed, the new surgeon here at the Pembroke.
Dr. Swansea has already told us about you, sir. I'm Nurse Gwyneth Brannigan. Welcome to the Pembroke Hospital.
Did he really? It's a good thing I wasn't hoping to keep a low profile.
All members of staff have already read about your new blood transfusion technique. Dr. Swansea made sure of that.
I see. Well, I'm a little surprised, but I suppose I'll just have to deal with this unexpected notoriety.
You must know, blood transfusions are Dr. Swansea's primary subject of research. He is convinced it is the future.
Do you require medical assistance, nurse?
Thank you for your concern, but I'm fine.
How are things here?
Not good, to say the least. We're struggling against an invisible enemy, more lethal than any bullet from a gun. It's hard, Doctor.
An invisible enemy? Quite a poetic term for a disease, especially from a nurse.
Sorry, Doctor. These last few weeks have been exhausting. We could all do with a good night's sleep.
Do you think this hospital can survive the epidemic?
We are all volunteers here, and we're trying to hold fast, but how do we beat an invisible killer? Some nurses have already resigned.
Wait, that might be a
I'm
problem.
not familiar with all the staff yet. Perhaps you could help me.
Brilliant professionals, most of them. Dr. Swansea has a gift for recruiting talent.
Most of them. Is there a problem I should know about, nurse?
It would be inappropriate for me to speak ill of a colleague.
Nurse Brannigan, if you do know something, please tell me. Anything you say will be held in confidence.
No. I may disagree with some conduct, but in the end, everybody is doing their best.
Is there anyone that stands out?
Well, I have never met someone as dedicated as Dr. Tippins. He should be a standard for us all here. If only he were younger.
Why should his age be a problem?
I guess it's fair to say he's always pushing himself to the limits. He just doesn't know when to stop and get some rest.
Goodbye, nurse. Call me if you need assistance.
You're gonna be fine. We're here for you.
Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Reed. I believe we're going to be colleagues.
Reed? Yes, I've been informed about your arrival. I'm Waverly Ackroyd. Welcome aboard, I suppose.
Does my arrival inconvenience you in some way, Dr. Ackroyd?
Let us just say that I don't particularly share Dr. Swansea's enthusiasm for hiring you. What we need here are reliable professionals, not overrated dabblers.
If you have a problem with me, Dr. Ackroyd, please feel free to tell me.
Dr. Swansea has imposed your presence on this hospital without asking anyone's advice. the benefit of his position. But I don't agree with it.
I know we've never met before, but I believe this hospital could use all the help it can get. You will agree with that, I'm sure.
Oh, but I have heard about you, Dr. Reed. Of course, you can't say the same about me, since I have not wasted my time courting the press.
There is no need for such animosity between us. Don't you think the epidemic is already enough to deal with?
That is one point we could agree on. And that is precisely why I want to be sure that you will be of help to this hospital, instead of a burden.
Oh, good.
Do you need my assistance?
Not at all. I'm sure that you are used to gaining people's trust with your impressive skills. Well, it will not be the case with me.
Aykroyd, don't piss me off, man. I will suck your blood.
Since your tenure in this hospital is longer than mine, perhaps you can tell me more about this place.
Let's just say I'm tired of the carelessness around me. I have always respected the skills of Dr. Swansea, but over time his enthusiasm has become displaced.
Carelessness? Exactly what are you talking about?
We're here to save lives. The people who trust us are not volunteering for experimentation. They're here to be healed.
I don't intend to run any radical experiments, Doctor. Even if I, as any good practitioner should, express an interest in pushing the boundaries of medical research.
Modern medical methods were created through audacity and ego. But there are rules in our line of work, and they're here to protect our patients.
Understandable. Though, sometimes I might be able to do it.
What do you think of Dr. Strickland's enthusiasm for his experimental research?
Strickland is playing with his patients' lives for pride and glory. Now that, sir, is unethical.
Are you thinking about something in particular?
Harvey Fiddick needs delicate surgery. I believe we should stick to the usual procedure, but my young colleague obviously disagrees.
Why do you wish to lead this surgery?
I strongly believe that Mr. Fiddick should not be butchered to test an unproven procedure.
If you are going to lead this surgery, I'm trusting you to assume the consequences of your actions, whatever the result.
I'm not the kind of man who runs away from his responsibilities, Dr. Reed. There is no need for you to be looking over my shoulder.
And are you not afraid that your rivalry with Strickland may be blinding you?
Rivalry? I guess you could call it that. But I will never be childish enough to let my personal feelings affect my judgment.
I do hope that.
I don't know what you've heard about me, but I have already proved my value as a practitioner.
I don't question your skills, Dr. Reed, but your motive. Is it money, fame, or are you truly dedicated?
And what exactly is that supposed to mean?
I served in the war just like you. But unlike you, I did not use the wounded to play the modern sorcerer.
Be careful what you insinuate, Dr. Aykroyd.
I only want you to admit you used those men to improve your theories.
This is ridiculous. My blood transfusion technique saved many lives, and you know it.
You see? That is exactly what I hate about people like you. You avoid this kind of accusation instead of facing reality.
Jesus Christ, I saved some people!
I don't know what you've heard about me, but I have already proved my value as a practitioner.
I don't question your skills, Dr. Reed, but your motive.
And what exactly?
I served in the war.
Be careful what you
I only want you...
This is ridiculous.
You see?
Okay, so I can't go back on that.
It seems you have bad memories of your military service.
I refuse to see this industrial slaughter as scientific progress. War only reveals the worst in men.
We can at least agree on something, Dr. Ackroyd. Thank you for your time. We'll talk later. Scowl voices in the garden. I should investigate. If they were to find somebody.
Alright, just gotta find someone's wallet. Oh, shit. Boy, they look tough. Aww.
So, Mr. Hooks and Nurse Hawkins are an item. Those two have hidden their affections well. I cannot enter. It's locked.
I'll explore later.
Good evening.
Good evening, Doctor.
I have some good news, Milton.
What? The epidemic's over?
I retrieved your wallet with all the money and a certain picture.
Well, yeah, Pippa Hawkins is my girl. So what? Is it the difference of skin colour that bothers you?
No.
Not at all, Milton.
Good. Please, take this money anyway. To remind you to keep your mouth shut. Not everybody is as broad-minded as you, Dr. Reed.
What's going on between you and Nurse Hawkins?
Pippa's tired. Tired of all this shit. Tired of all those corpses piling up. She's as depressed as I am.
You do realize you could both get fired. Hospital staff are not meant to have intimate relationships with one another.
Come on, Dr. Reed. Do you know how many rules are broken in this hospital every day just to keep it running? There's nothing wrong with what we're doing.
Just keep it, Professor, at least.
During the war, I witnessed a few couples just like you come together in difficult circumstances. It can be very damaging.
Maybe you're right. But we support each other. And that's all that matters.
Alright.
Goodbye, Milton.
God, it's even more here.
Please come back later.
Yeah, keep knocking on this door. Okay, hacksaw. Ah, so it could be a phantom pain. That would make sense.
It's locked, all right. This must be the place. It's definitely away from prying eyes. Relegated to the shadows. A kingdom of my own. At least I won't be sleeping in a coffin.
What's a pepper? It's available to Jewish scientific natural eyes. Outcomes? Huh. Yes, indeed, it will be a lot of benefits and downsides for Vampyr.
William Bishop's blood is much more unstable than human blood and shows extensive mutation. But this is not what happened to me. I must keep on searching. The sun is about to rise. I can feel it. I'll continue tomorrow night. I have so much time now.
I mean, you can continue talking after exploring here.
It's locked.
Alright, so I'm not going outside.
I cannot enter.
Okay, I'm probably gonna end stream.
The flower is dying. It needs water.
Okay, you know what? I'm just saying this. That could be something, so... So it's this. A dead vampire is, well, a lot of things. What else? $1,000. Oh, we don't have 1,000, we'll see. Ain't the 400. Come on, give me some cheap at least. I'm the poor man vampire here. We need maybe something.
If I'm to stay here
I'm at the
until my
end of fun.
research is complete, I'd better learn to hide my true nature from the mortals. But what about my thirst for blood?
Okay, I'm gonna stop here, folks. So, hope you had a good time. And I won't lie, this is actually getting interesting. So, see what happens. Will I be the heroic vampire that the scene needs, or will be something follows in the plague? Well, let's find out next time on another episode of Dr. Blood.